All right, Chief.
Yo, we're here for episode 3 of the podcast. As you can see, shit's a little different. Shaq's not on the left side. I got the coach for Midnight, fucking Ricky Atura, big
Go.
big man. Shaq's in here on audio.
Mm-hmm.
We're sloppy as shit, so we didn't really set this up well. But
Nah, fuck it.
this is episode 3.
It's the weekend.
Yeah. All right, bro. What the fuck is good with Midnight?
Yep. What a good opening.
What the fuck is good with Midnight, yo? I did not
Like-
expect anything that they did ever.
I mean, you seen how good we did at the POQ. There was some thought into maybe we could do this in the league. So, I mean, we pulled through and we finished with a 5-2 record in the first divisional session. So that's really good.
What was your thought coming into it? Like, what was your plan for the first 2 weeks? What were you hoping to have?
Well, it all started with optics. So that was an interesting first match to start off the pro league with. It was pretty nice though. As you know, Dylan went on trading shot or not? What was it, hot mic or trading shots? One
I
of
think it was
those.
hot mic. Whatever the first one is.
Whatever the first session is, and then that's when he found out that because he was supposed to do that with Dashi, and Dashi wasn't there, and then he's like, yo guys, I tell you guys something after this, and so like he did a hot mic, and then he came back, and he put the good trades like, yo, Dashi's not coming to the event, and I was like, oh shit, and like honestly, that's kind of just like where it started, is like, because like I'm not gonna say like we didn't think like we could beat Optic, but like obviously like that's Optic.
Yeah,
was just,
nobody really thinks that.
Like
They're
no one's
gonna-
like, all right, we're gonna go smoke them. It's like no one really thinks like that. I mean, actually, people do think like that, but it's still Optic, so they're just so far superior, especially in this game. That's really nuts. They dropped 4 maps at Vegas, so that just shows how good that team is. So yeah, that happened, and I mean, just got we just been getting blessed with the map sets we've gotten like the whole first week. We got like all of our best maps like every single series.
Do you
And
think
I
it
feel
has
like we
anything
just
to
have
do
the advantage.
with teams not really studying you, like not really
Oh,
looking?
100%.
And
We're literally like a wild card, underrated team. So like when we went in, like no one took us serious. No one watched our VODs. We just went in there and played our own game and just literally just beat everyone.
yeah, I got you. So what if you think they had Dashi in that first matchup, and you guys lose? You think your record? You think you guys still do as well as you do?
That's a really good question. I still think we do pull out maybe a 5-2 record, maybe 6-1. Maybe our only loss is to Optic. Because when we did lose those games to LG and Rec earlier this week, we did bounce back very well. Obviously, we beat Gen G 3-1, and honestly, a pretty convincing matter. Like obviously, the control was fat. The control was very close, but the hard points were literally blowouts, in my opinion.
Yeah, I got you. You got any questions, Shaq?
Top of my head? Nah, not right now.
Alright. Okay, well, we can just pretty much go over what happened in the Pro League last week. I'm gonna just open this up here. So it started off, first game was obviously UIU versus EG. I didn't expect UIU to come out that hot, honestly. I know EG's been struggling, but UIU has been probably one of the bigger surprises for me. Like in,
Yeah, honestly, I didn't expect you. We win even like 2 matches.
I thought they were going to be the worst team in the league.
I did too. Don't worry.
I thought the spoofs for methods thing was really going to fuck up their whole situation.
Oh yeah, the mojo. Like, I felt like they just weren't confident in each other. They just didn't mesh either. We were scrimming them before before we left, and it was just like we were just smoking.
Yeah, and then it
We
turns
didn't
out
think they were
fucking
very good.
Mayhem and Methods are actually the fucking duo.
Yeah,
That shit is
I mean,
nuts.
I was surprised that actually like that worked so well because I feel like they're such slow players, both of them. Like Mayhem's really slow, and so is Zinni. So
Yeah.
they were just frying. Pretty sure they finished with like at least 1.2 KD for both of them. Respawn.
Yeah. Mayhem's definitely probably been the surprise of the fucking like the whole 2 weeks too. That guy's been frying. I did not expect that coming from him.
Yeah, I mean at Vegas, I peeped Mayhem was frying. Like he was doing really good. I was like, wow, Mayhem's really good at this game. And then POQ comes around and Mayhem literally did the same thing. I'm like, wow, Mayhem's actually really good at this game. And then it's just like, I feel like maybe because he he can play around that team so much, and he's so slow, but like he just knows how to get kills around the map. I feel like after they dropped Spoof and picked up Zinni, I thought like he was honestly just gonna fall off because I felt like he was just gonna get baited by Zinni the whole time. But I mean, obviously, it's worked. They're really good in respawn. Their S&D is just
Yeah, I think they've won like 2
very
S&D maps,
yeah. That's
and
what I'm trying
both
to look at right now. I'm trying to look for it, but
both on Hacienda.
there you go.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, I
Well,
think if they get that SD fixed up, they're gonna be a scary team to fuck with.
yeah, but that's also like if they don't make a roster change, I feel like they'll still make a roster change regardless.
I think they should. I think even with their dominating in the respawns, uh, fucking Mayhem and Methods, if they don't have any secondary slaying from anybody on their team, it doesn't matter who it is, they lose the map. And anytime they have like either Proto or Skies or fucking I'm choking here on the Night, yeah. If they don't have one of those other players popping off with them, I feel like they lose the map. Like I have some notes for their game. Fuck, I forget who they lost to this week.
This week they lost to
Red.
yeah, that's the Red and Genji.
Yeah, that's literally what I have written down in my notes is Mayhem and Methods need help.
Yeah.
Like watching it, it was just like these two are going off and fucking.
I mean,
they
it's
can't
it's
find
really
any
hard
help.
for the Sogs to go off now. Like if SOG 2 was a thing, I feel like Proto would be carrying them. Like I can't say carrying them, but I actually think Nick is really good. Like I think he's by far the most underrated player on that team. Like, he's if they were to make roster changes, he's one guy that they would have to keep.
Yeah.
No doubt in my mind. Like he's like a playmaker. Obviously, he has like a bad map here and there, but that guy's usually really consistent.
Wait, who was that again?
Proto,
Yeah,
Nick.
yeah,
I
yeah.
actually think
No,
he's really good.
yeah, no. Like you could see even in the S&D is like his first blood percentage. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but I know it's got to be high. That dude is up there on the bomb like right away, and usually doing whatever he can to fucking help him get
Oh yeah,
the
Hacienda
first
play.
blood. Yeah, on the B bomb on Hacienda or
Yep.
the A bomb, whichever one, the one on the right side on defense.
Yeah, it's B-bomb. I remember
Yeah,
that.
yeah, like against Red Reserve, I think it was Red Reserve anyway. He was just juking in front of all of them and fucking dodging bullets and ended up getting killed somehow.
Yeah, he's just like that cracked sub that you need in this game.
Yeah,
Like, every team needs one. There's some teams that have both. That's what just makes a team really good. Is two really good Sogs. Like United has two really good Sogs. Genji, they have two like pretty good Sogs. Like Colt's Maniac, obviously.
yeah.
Spacey's pretty good too. Like Spacey's been playing a lot better, at least towards the later, the later parts of the week. Uh, Rec, Rec has Zed, Dens, but Dens has not been playing very well. Zed's been playing really well. UIU is Aiden, Nick, EG. They have no sub pressure. Uh, they have it's Bryce and who's their other sub? I can't even think about their other sub.
For who? UIU.
EG?
Or,
Nah,
yeah,
EG.
EG. Yeah.
Royalty.
Royalty. Okay, that is some sub pressure. Royalty's good at this game.
Yeah, I don't know what
LG obviously has John and Slacked. That's honest. They just have no teamwork. I mean,
Yeah.
they kind of picked it up towards the end of the week. Obviously, though, they won 3 straight to end out the week. So I don't think they're gonna have any roster changes. I think they'll keep the same roster leading into Fort Worth.
Yeah, one thing I'm really noticing though is like this is the most competitive the CWL has ever been.
Oh yeah.
Like without
Absolutely.
a fucking shot. Like I feel like any team could go in there and beat any team. Like we
Oh,
had
yeah.
you guys in LG, and you guys were at the top of the league at the time, and they were 7th. The only
Yep.
team they beat was EG. Fucking, and they came out and win like that to show how crazy this league is. I really feel like anybody can beat anybody. It's completely.
Yeah, it was just unfortunate. Like the day they won is the day we finally lost, and the way we lost was just kind of unacceptable.
Well, I mean, like it was just
But
like
it was like
it
unfortunate.
was 6-5, both 6-5s and a 3-2, right, in the control.
Yeah, it was 3-2. We got reverse swept in the control, and then in the S&D we were up 5-4, and I got a 3-piece. So it was a 4v2 for us. With bomb down, we got 3-piece.
Yeah.
Lost the
Oh
round.
yeah, that was fucking that was Wuskins, and then he got the 1v1 on like laying down
Yep.
right in the same
Yeah, he
place
just
too.
stayed laying down. Yep.
Yeah, yeah, no,
So
that was fucking
bad.
crazy.
Yeah, and like it's just like I feel like if we would have lost like like just like a normal like in a normal way, like we didn't choke like that, I feel like we'd have been fine going to LGC. I feel like we could have easily like still won that series.
You think
I
it
feel
was
like the
you
boys
think
were
it was
like,
the loss that kind of
oh yeah, it definitely was.
fucked the mental up?
Yeah, 100%. Unfortunately, it's just how it was, but like, it definitely had a big reason why we lost to LG because it wasn't even like it was a close game. Like we kind of just got manhandled.
Yeah, and I think they were coming off the hype of finally getting their first win too.
Yeah, no,
Like
that's what I was like. If
I
they
think it was all
lost,
momentum.
yeah, 100%.
Which I think that's what it is who's really looking better in that certain day.
It's the
And
confidence, man.
yeah. And I think it's the vibes too with this many players on each team. It's more like if your team is feeling good, they're gonna come out and do well. And if you're not feeling so confident, then you're gonna have a hard time.
Yeah. It's actually nuts. Like next week, wow.
I'm excited. I'm excited for Division B. I really want
Yeah.
to see some of those teams.
Because you don't know what you're expecting from any of the teams, to be honest. You look at NB, like, I mean, I think NB is going to honestly be the best team in their bracket.
You think they're gonna do that well?
I think it's be NB Splice, and I don't know who else is going to be like after that.
You don't think United's gonna be in that conversation?
They've been, I guess, having a lot of problems like in game recently, so I don't know. Like,
It's a lot of personalities on that fucking team, man.
yeah, no. And I guess they haven't been scrimming that much lately, so we'll see. I mean, they're obviously a really good land team.
Yeah.
Who else? E6, 100 Thieves, Heretics, Accelerate, and Denial. Yeah, no, that's literally just both of these divisions are just bloodbath divisions. You
Yeah.
don't know who's gonna win.
Yeah. No,
I want to
it's
see how
crazy.
good Heretics does too. Though. That's
Yeah,
really exciting to watch them.
that's the team I'm the most excited to watch, man. It's the first Spanish team in the CWL ever. Like that shit's gonna be fucking lit.
There you go. Dude, Heretics, man, playing those guys in an open setting, really get goosebumps.
Yeah, like they're
Those guys
fucking
are just screaming
yeah.
Spanish. You know what they're saying? Like, oh shit. You get turned on, like, I'll never forget. Okay, last year, or yeah, it was last year. I played Movistar on LAN, and I got turned on like pretty bad. And one of them like stood up. He said something in Spanish. I don't know what the hell he said. And I was like, oh shit. Like, so they're so loud, bro. They scream over anything. Like, they'll get a 2-piece. So they'll just get a normal kill and hill, and they'll just scream, bro.
Yeah.
And like, I just feel like that momentum and like getting all your players like hyped up like that. I feel like that's so good for a team. That's why the Spanish teams are so deadly.
Yeah. They ride off the momentum, so if you get like if anything happens, fucking you're fucked.
I wish my camera quality was better, dude. This camera
Yeah.
quality.
Yeah, you definitely need a better cam. Alright, so what do we got here? We went over the first game and like spent like 10 minutes on it. LG versus Gen G. I mean, LG looked good, but
Then you used to get a search.
yeah.
Too good at fucking
Oh,
search.
Nah,
Aren't they 8-0 in search?
Yeah,
yeah.
they're hard to beat.
Yeah.
They literally have guaranteed wins on payload and gridlock. They're so good at those two maps.
Yeah. Then we obviously talked about Midnight Reciprocity, all fucking choked. Second half. And then UIU versus Gen G. Gen G took that 3-1 like we pretty much expected them to.
Yeah.
Optic 3-1 over Red. I think that was the downfall of Red right there. Like that's where Red like kind of like threw their shit away. Like they were in a decent spot before that, and then you lose 3-1 to Optic, and then never mind. I'm looking at this wrong. They 3-0'd EG after that, and then 3-0'd UIU.
Yeah, I was gonna say it bounced back honestly pretty well from that loss.
Yeah.
They started 1-2 though, and then I'm pretty sure they won 3 straight.
Yeah.
And they lost to Genji, which I mean, Genji's a really good team.
Yeah.
To be honest, I feel like we won that Rec Series 5-0. It was just unfortunate.
Yeah,
Really,
like, you really should.
But else, like we
And
should at least be 6-1.
The hard points weren't
And
even
we go on
close
tiebreaker.
either.
That's tough.
Yeah.
Say that again?
The hard points weren't even close either,
No, we I mean, they're like 70-point games, so 70,
Yeah.
80-point games. Like they weren't like blowouts, but they weren't like super close.
Then you had EG, LG, like both of them going for their first win.
Yeah,
How'd
so
that
that was
go?
just like whoever has the most passion, I guess.
Yeah, it was just a straight passion series. But I mean, like it's crazy because LG looked really good, like after that, and fucking EG like took 2 series off of them, and then after that EG just fell off the map. I don't know what the fuck's going on with them. If they're playing up to their competition and then playing down to their other competition and playing way down, I don't know what the fuck's going on with that team, man.
EG's just really bad at like control and S&D. Like they're decent at hardpoint.
Yeah,
They're actually really like I'm gonna say really good, but they're good at hardpoint.
yeah. It was weird.
Decent.
I actually had them like as one of my top 4 picks going into the,
Mhm.
and then they fell the fuck off.
Yeah, without stock two, that team's not good. They have no sub pressure.
You,
Bryce is
you think that's what it has to do with? Is the stock
oh yeah,
2 GA?
yeah, 100%.
That's actually
They're one
something
of the,
that we thought
they're one
about.
of the teams that was against it. That were against it.
All right. How about you guys? Because I know you guys were using.
I mean, like, yeah, we didn't want to kind of go with the GAs, but like, we wouldn't get any scrims or anything, so we were like, yeah, that's fine, whatever.
Yeah.
And obviously, like, we're performing really well with it.
Yeah, I know in the PLQ you guys loved the stock 2 and the 2 stuns and the 2 trophies and shit.
Oh yeah, that was literally that was the meme of our team.
Yeah.
Double stuns and only 2 attachments, and they're both stock. Just like a meme.
Shit's wild.
Honestly, I think EG has like the most team kills I've seen so far. I've never seen so many 2-piece team kills.
Honestly, after we played EG, I didn't really care to watch any of their series.
That's nuts.
Honestly, I just thought they were so bad. I watched the LG series just because like we played LG the next day, but that was it.
Then we had Reciprocity UYU. Like, this is kind of like where I found out that like anybody could beat anybody, because Reciprocity 3-2 you guys, and then UYU beat Reciprocity 3-2. I was like, I don't know what the fuck's going on, man.
Yeah, they beat him in around 11 the first search, and then I was like, oh man, they're just gonna win the searches. But they lost last map, and I was like, nice,
Yeah.
nice to know that we lost to them, and then they just lost to UAU.
One of the
I was
worst search teams in the league.
Our rec? Oh,
No,
to UAU.
UAU, yeah. They
Yeah,
lost-
bro, I was mind blown out, bro. I was like, that's what I still think we're like the top 3 in the division. Honestly, sounds right. Gen G, us, and Optic.
Yeah.
Definitely the
I think going
You know,
into it, I had Optic, LG, Red, and EG, and fucking the division proved me wrong, like really bad.
yeah, no, it did.
Yeah, it's like I did not expect any of these fucking like.
No,
I
I
don't-
didn't.
with you guys, I was like, I saw you guys do well in the PLQ, but then I also remembered how they were at Vegas. I know they didn't have the same set 5 players, but like the team they were at Vegas was completely different than the team at the PLQ. So I didn't know which team I was gonna get in the Pro League, and apparently that fucking PLQ team is that team. Yeah.
EG's like at least the 5th seed if they have stock too. To
Yeah.
be honest. Actually, and LG's a lot better too because LG was one of those teams that was against stock 2. Their songs were superior with stock 2. Without it, they were not doing good. And John started doing a lot better towards the second week, but
Do you think it's the sub players that kind of run your team, like decide if you win or lose?
no, not really. Not anymore, at least. With stock 2, yes, because stock 2 is just whoever had the better songs would win.
Okay.
Because every song was putting up 1.5 KD. Like they're just unkillable, especially on land. Stock 2 is ridiculous. But yeah, stock 1, it does even it out a lot, but it comes down to those close range gunfights sometimes where Amatics can win those now, just because stock 2 is not a thing anymore. So it makes like if you see like the top 10 KDs, it's all Amatics players. Maybe like a Mania or like Stall or Chance in there.
Yeah.
And then like I'm pretty sure the best sub KD is Dylan, which is he only has like a 1.06
Yeah.
compared to like at the POQ like a 1.6. And everyone had like insane KD. Like obviously we're in the Pro League now, but still like everyone's KD if they had stock 2 would at least be like a 1.3.
Yeah. I got you. Then after that, we got EG Red Reserve. Red Reserve just handled EG. Like, EG is not good. And then, yeah, LG 3-0ing you guys was kind of crazy. I didn't expect that at all. Like, after they got their first win, and then they come out and 3-0 the best team right now.
Honestly, I just think it had to do with our map. Our maps maybe played.
Yeah.
I guess we shouldn't have played them on frequency. But like, I don't know, we were really, really good at frequencies, so like we didn't mind the series at all. The series was literally the same. The the same map set against Optic. We played those guys, so we didn't mind it. Like we're really good at all those maps we played, but they obviously just outplayed us.
Yeah. And then we got Genji Optic. I did not expect Genji to win that. I don't know. I really didn't think they were that good going into the Pro League. It's just the players they have on their team. I never really think of them as like those top players. So seeing them come,
Nah,
in,
trust me. Like no one had like nobody does. You see
yeah,
like the players you don't like wow they're about to just go and fry everyone compared to like looking at LG's roster. Those guys just have good like really good teamwork. They've been a team this whole entire game. Those
yeah,
guys have done good in all the 2Ks like when the pros played them. Um, they actually weren't invited to the pro downs till late, but they did good in literally every 2K. They made the finals or semis of every 2K. They scrimmed like teams like Optic and EU and LG throughout the whole game too. They had really good practice throughout the whole time. Um, yeah, that team's so good actually. Their teamwork is really impeccable,
yeah.
and their session show obviously is just insane.
Then after that, we got Red UIU. Red just shit on UIU, and then we had you guys versus Genji to kind of close the week out.
Yeah, that was one. That was a hell of a match.
That was a really fucking fun game to watch. I really
Yeah,
enjoyed
it was.
watching that shit.
Besides first map. First map was kind of like I
Yeah,
didn't expect to take them down that bad. But like they're known for losing their map once, so like no one was like,
yeah. Everybody's just like, whatever,
watch
fuck.
watch them win map two. They're like 4-0 on Gridlock S&D. They're they're I think 8-0 on Gridlock Hardpoint since the POQ. So like they had some really good maps coming up, but obviously our team being 8-1 in Hardpoint in the league, like obviously showing we're the most dominant Hardpoint team there. Which is funny because we came in the event like knowing the Hardpoint or thinking the Hardpoint was our worst game mode, thinking Control was our best and Search was our second best. It's like so I guess we're the best Hardpoint team.
Yeah.
That was nice.
Then we got EG getting their first win over Reciprocity. Like this was like I was so fucking confused. Like Reciprocity beat you guys, and then EG beats Reciprocity. Like I don't understand what the fuck's going on in this league. It really just seems whoever comes down to a lot of picks and bans, I guess, and fucking just whoever's hot on that day. And then the last match was LG versus Optic, and LG actually came out and won it.
Really, yeah, no, the league's really all about confidence. Whoever has the most confidence is, to be honest.
Yeah.
Or like teamwork too, obviously. Like LG, I would assume LG had so much confidence going into their matches, they just had no teamwork.
Yeah.
Those guys all individually are just like, yeah, we'll just fry anyone in a gunfight.
Well,
So like still good at frequency.
I don't think they played a lot before either, eh? Like they had.
Um, I'm not really sure. Like that's one of the teams we actually didn't scrim leading up to this event was LG.
Yeah.
That was like the only team. We played EU, we played Optic, played.
Do you think they're
I
still
played
going to make a
UIU.
roster change?
I don't think so.
Do you think they're going
I
to
feel like
stick it
them
out
going
with
three
those
and
five
one
men?
and going like losing at map 5 to Genji. Like I feel like those guys are just gonna ride the boat and just go to Fort Worth. I think they'll actually perform really well too. Like they're only gonna get better.
Yeah.
Like if they showed all the improvements they did here. One thing is pretty sure frequency Harpoon probably an auto veto come Fort Worth because they're
Yeah.
just so good at that map. They smoked us in that map, smoked Genji, and they smoked Optic. I don't know what makes them so good at that map, but they are literally insane.
So that was the end of like the first 2 week with Division A. One thing we kind of like to talk about here is you got your player of the year, I guess, like our early candidates, like MVP of the year. Last week, I believe I had Brack, Envoy, and Mayhem as my top three for MVPs. I mean, I probably would have gave it to Dash if he was there, but I don't like. I'll probably take Envoy out of the conversation. I got to give it to a player on Gen G. Probably Maniac. That dude is fucking frying right now. So I'd probably go Major Maniac, Brack, and Mayhem.
Honestly, I feel like I can't really give it to anyone on Genji just because like obviously like those guys are winning, but their hard point win loss is like 6-7 or 5-6.
Yeah.
They're just not winning the respawns, and their search is obviously really good. And like Mike did perform very well the first week, but this last week I think had like a .8 the whole week. So
Oh, that's
I
rough.
can't really say that he's an MVP candidate at least after week 2. But Mike is very good. I know he'll bounce back. Um, I mean, I can really say anyone on my team because like everyone on my team consistently like has good numbers.
Yeah.
So like, I mean, I can say Saul can be an MVP. Like Saul's
Yeah,
actually so good at this game.
he really is. I feel like having that slow ICR, like those teams with the slow ICRs, are like looking super good. Who's the ICR on Genji?
It's Mox. Mox is,
Yeah,
Mox.
I think
yeah,
Mox is their best player too.
yeah, and
He's like a
that's what I mean.
1.3.
Like the two teams with the slow ICRs are
Yeah,
really fucking killing it because Mox is like a turret. That dude doesn't really move that quickly,
yeah.
and Saul's the same way. So
The play style, man.
yeah, I mean it's I can imagine it's tough to play like that, but I think they do a lot for their teams.
But yeah, no, assuming like stat wise, it can be literally anyone on my team. Um, Optic, I'd have to give it to Damon. If Dashy was here, probably him. I would
Yeah,
assume he'd be going off. He's so
yeah,
consistent. Um, if Red had maybe like one more win to loss rate, like a one more win to loss ratio, I think honestly, I think Zero is disgusting. I think Zero.
he says
Uh,
zero.
yeah, I think Zero.
Yeah,
UIU, um, I don't know.
the reason I give it to UI or Mayhem on UIU is
Yeah,
like
I'd give it to Mayhem on UIU because like he's nuts. I think I would give it to Exotic too, bro. Like Exotic needs a better team. That dude is getting costed. He has like a 1.6 KD or something like that. It's nuts.
Facento is the worst pro in the league right now. Ooh, his stats. Ooh.
that's crazy because he had such a horrible fucking Vegas, like a really bad Vegas. He had an unreal PLQ, and now he comes into the pro league and he's back to Vegas Vicento. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
He's like a .45 in search. Ooh. Good.
Yeah, it didn't help that
Yeah.
last series he started out a map, the Seaside, like 1-17. So that's just tough scenes all around.
Ugh, you hate to see that happen.
Yeah. And then we got rookie of the year.
Rookie of the year.
We got hella fucking rookies. I don't even
Yeah,
know who they all are.
it has to be someone at midnight. It has to,
Absolutely.
because
Yeah,
everyone at Gen G's already experienced pros except
yeah.
for I guess Mike. Mike could end up getting it maybe. Major
Uh,
Mania because
he
he's
hasn't been
considered
on a
rookie.
team.
I don't know. Mike's new to the scene. It's funny because like Mike got into competitive late. Like he was 21 when he got like into competitive COD.
Oh, for real? Because I knew him when he was playing with like Nick Merckx and Black Ops 3. Like he was like a part of
Yeah,
that scene, and he was
like
just like an
he
S&D
was like
star.
17, 18 during that time. Like he could have competed in Black Ops 3, but he
Yeah.
just chose to play Search. And in IW he played Search. And in World War II he finally competed. He played with Teddy Ramby and Utex.
Oh yeah, I guess they never did make the pro league with that team, eh?
They weren't very good though, to be honest.
Yeah, no,
Like
I know.
they had no leadership. They needed a respawn player on that team. They just had Force and D kids. Like
Yeah.
you're just asking to play wrong.
Okay. Oh yeah, I didn't even he wasn't in my mind as a rookie just because he's been in the scene for so long.
Yeah, no, he's
But
definitely.
yeah, I had the same three players. I had Brack, Envoy, and Mayhem. Because Mayhem's a rookie too. So those were the three that I had last week. Um, yeah, you could give it to any player on midnight. like
Yeah, for real.
Nah, that's what I'm saying. Just
except
like
Llama. Llama's been in the league before, right?
I guess yeah, Devin can't get it. You can definitely get it between any of them.
Yeah.
It's kind of unfortunate too, because like I feel like Eric unfortunately is like so underrated. Like Eric is literally the reason
Mm.
our pacing is even there.
Yeah,
'Cause he's so fast.
he's probably the least talked about player.
Oh yeah, no, like bro, our team is actually so slow. Like, I'm not saying Dylan's slow, but he's like not the fastest Sog.
Yeah.
And like Devin is pretty slow. Devin literally said he wanted to run a ICR. So if that doesn't tell you how slow he is,
yeah.
it's pretty slow. Saul obviously is a statue. Carson, Carson is kind of slow, but he can speed it up sometimes. And then we have Eric, who's just like a flash. Like that dude's going everywhere.
Yeah.
Like he'll die and he'll be up at trades immediately with like someone that he passed by. I don't
He
know.
is
It's just like
100%
Eric's so fast.
he's 100% one of the best grab slam players I've seen. The way he uses that shit is fucking nuts.
I know. Eric's nasty. Low-key lost full though. When I first joined the team, he didn't know about the full slam. I was mind blown.
Like he didn't know about like the holding it for
Like
longer and holding it for less. Like
yeah, you hold along the last radius. bigger.
So what was he doing? Was he just like tapping it all the
Yeah, just
time?
tapping it.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
tapped it all the time. Yeah, well, I was mind blown. And I guess I found this out recently that when these guys first teamed, which they teamed after Vegas, so like these
Yeah.
guys, made it out of open. These guys didn't know about the contest time and control. Like you might not know about that. It's like the little lines when you get in the control things. Like they'll highlight red to show that the enemy team is in it.
Yeah.
People like they didn't know that, which is really bad
That's
because
nuts.
the competitors.
That is completely fucking nuts. That is something I
That
noticed
shot,
like the first day in
first
pubs.
week at pubs.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. They didn't know that. I was mind blown.
That is
They
completely
only
fucking
joined their
crazy.
team and had to teach them that. I was like, no way.
Bro, dead ass. When I heard that you were the coach for the team, I was like, like Ricky got a spot. Like he got a, like Saul and fucking. You teamed with Jet Li before too, right?
I never teamed with Eric, but I've always been good, like
Okay,
an
yeah.
acquaintance,
I knew you were like
friend.
you were part of like some of their like you were in some of their friend groups. So I was like, Ricky just like they threw him a bone. Fucking, they're getting him in there for the vibes. But turns out like you actually teaching them some shit.
Yeah, I mean, I know I play the game really well, and like, I mean, to be honest, I do even the vibes out a lot because obviously everybody does know Dylan and Eric are pretty hard headed, so I have to ease
Okay.
the tension between those fools when they're going at it. And then obviously not obviously because you don't know, but Carson, Saul, and Devin are the quietest players.
Yeah, I know Saul is like that
Yeah,
dude's
you
a
know
fucking
Saul's really
that
quiet,
dude's a fucking teddy bear. He's like one of the nicest people I've ever met.
and Devin just has a history for being very quiet.
Okay. And I know Brack, he's friends with my boy Mello, and I don't know, if you're friends with Mello, you got to be pretty quiet because that dude doesn't stop fucking talking.
There you go.
You guys want to look into week 2 or week 3?
Week 3. Heretics EU kicking it off.
Yeah, that's a fun ass
1.
match to watch right away. Like you got Heretics going up against somebody with Clayster on their team. Like that shit's just gonna be fucking nonstop hype. I want to
I
hear.
can't wait for that match.
I want to hear some fucking.
I think
listens
EU's
in.
gonna win though.
Yeah, I think EU's gonna win.
I think it's EU Envy.
I think Heretics is gonna beat up on the lower teams, but I think they're gonna get smacked up by the higher teams. Like I think they're the
I think
middle
Heretics
ground.
goes undefeated week 2.
What's up?
I feel like Heretics goes 2-2 the first week, and then they go undefeated the next week.
Yeah,
They just need a feel for how the league is.
I have them
Because
as
they get
the
practice.
like the grocery stick. I don't know if that makes any sense to you, but like
A grocery stick.
I have
yes.
no idea. Never
So-
heard that term.
What the fuck is that?
So in hockey, what they call the really bad player is a grocery stick, and they put them in between the forwards and the defensemen.
Oh, okay.
Like like when you go to a grocery store, you get that like little stick to like block your groceries from the people in front of you in the line. So yeah, I feel like Heretics is the grocery stick in the league. Like on top of them is the really good teams, and on top of them are the teams that suck dick.
fucking
so-
Canada.
Nice. There you go.
Grocery fucking stick.
All right, everybody's
Who do you
beating the
guys-
fuck out of me for this grocery stick shit.
All right. Well, let me ask you guys: who's your top 3 in this division?
In B,
Yeah.
United, Splice, and Envy. Like the top 3 it is right there. And then I got Heretics coming in the 4th spot.
Yeah, mine's probably Envy Splice United. I just think Envy's so good, bro. When we were scrimming them before we left, man, we look got demoralized.
I mean, that's the fucking that's
Bro, they know how to play games so fundamentally correct, and Hook is just the hardest kill.
well, that's the champs team. Like that was a champs team, and they added Hugh. Like
Yeah, but like they were not performing good at all. Like at Vegas, they didn't play really
Yeah.
well at all, and then at the POQ, they played all right, but pretty sure they went 6-0. So they obviously performed to their standards. But
what do you got, Shaq?
EU Splice, Envy. Accelerate?
Really?
Throwing a curveball? Throwing a curveball.
I mean, I can see them like.
Horse had definitely 100 Thieves. They're actually really good with Priesta, in my opinion. I still think Pharaoh should be on that team for Kenny, but oh well.
Yeah, I mean,
I've been preaching it.
yeah.
Pharaoh is
preaching it.
disgusting.
He's
But I
so
mean, like,
fucking-
you know how like 100 Thieves is with their like their whole branding, like that's their shit. And like you bring in Kenny, and Kenny's obviously the bigger name, and
He's a franchise player. That's
yeah,
why.
that's exactly what it is. Like they're not dropping Kenny.
Which is gonna be unfortunate because Pharaoh's gonna go to another team and make them so much better.
Yo, I'm
So
so excited for March 1st. It's not even funny. I want to see what the fuck happens because like I feel like all of these teams are gonna blow up. You see Simp and Stellium
lot
getting
of
on teams?
No,
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 that's crazy. I
at least
100%,
not now.
I 100% actually had Simp as my rookie of the year, even though he's not in the league.
Yeah, I mean I like him, but I don't think he'll be on a pro team at least this year. If it, I can't say this year, but not at least until like I don't know,
Is
maybe week 2 of just divisional play starts. Just because there's way too many better free agents out there. There's players like Decimate, Pharaoh, like there's a player for each role that just is so good, so talented. Like okay,
so
who?
you think the teams like you think it's gonna get even more competitive after the
Oh
roster
yeah, it has to
slots?
be. There's so many good players that are just not in the league that should be. Like there's teams that are making the league that would have made a roster change immediately, but didn't because they couldn't.
So do you think like or not? Do you think can a sub on a certain team end up as a roster on a different team, or are the
Huh?
subs
Yeah.
locked to their team?
They can ask. They can easily ask for buyout, or they can easily get bought out, or they can ask their org like, "Hey man, like if this team offers me, can you guys let me go?" They can,
Okay. Yeah.
and they'll let that happen unless they're dickheads,
How much you allowed to
or it
talk
depends on
about
how
some?
much.
How much you allowed to talk about the like some crazy shit?
Like, we-
Like I mean, I know I heard uh, fucking Envoy at the beginning of the year, or at the beginning of the pro league, talking about I'm getting a lawyer.
Oh no,
No, you can't talk about any of that. All right, word.
no, not really. I mean, regardless, it was just like a situation that kind of just no one knew it was happening. Like they were just like, yeah, it's whatever.
Yeah,
We're gonna
like
scrap.
yeah,
That's chalked.
yeah.
It's alright.
It's
Like
just like Am's.
everyone's on good terms now though, so that's all
Yeah,
that matters.
I think it's just like Am's coming into the scene and like
With other
just
yeah, no, that's
dealing
all it
with
was.
their
Like they went into midnight and they got other offers by like really big orgs and they're just like, y'all
like
want to join them? It's
like
like, nah, bro, you guys already committed to going to midnight. Just go into midnight. Like they have the money to fund you guys. Take what you take. Like
obviously
take what you
Phase hit
have.
them up like
There's a lot of orders that hit them up.
yeah, yeah. I mean watch the team one in the league, like I don't blame them, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought happened. I thought like another org came up to them and was like, "Yo, we'll pay you more," but Midnight just didn't want to give it up. I'm assuming that's what happened, and I'm probably right.
Yeah.
Yeah. um, do we know what the fuck is going on with Red Reserve? We talked about it last week, but like we were
um
doing the podcast as the bullshit was happening.
dead ass. I completely forgot.
There's
Yeah, what the
there's
fuck?
two potential orgs that they should or may go under, which
Okay,
are Ghost and
I was
Fnatic.
I was surprised that they played under Red Reserve for the rest of the week.
Yeah, I mean they had to. That I mean they're still licensed like to that. They
Okay,
had like and two of the players are still under Red, like Benz and Scraps. I'm pretty sure are still contracted under them, so they have to like play under
okay.
Red.
Yeah,
So at least they
I
get
thought
bought out.
since Red was like done, like because they like pretty much announced that it was like whatever, like
Yeah,
we're
and also like they can't just be like, all right, you guys are gonna be team no name. Like they just gotta like, you guys
yeah,
are just red for this week. They're like, oh okay, mate. All
yeah,
right.
that makes sense. Um, yeah. One of the predictions I had early first in the season was that UIU was gonna get dropped like pretty heavy, like because after I seen
Oh yeah,
Spoofs,
I assumed Zinni was taking over that team after that.
yeah, that's really what I thought was happening. I thought
I
they're
mean, I still
bringing
think he is, regardless of them like doing like all right. They went 3-4. Like honestly, the vibes kind of aren't there too. Like I kind of heard them yelling at each other after losing map 2, like on Friday or Thursday yesterday.
yeah.
Like I was doing vetoes and I just heard them yelling at each other, screaming. I'm like, ah, bro, these are not the vibes. These aren't
Yeah,
the spoof vibes that like I know and love, man.
yeah. Well, I mean, Spoofs and Mayhem were like
Yeah, no,
that
they're
duo.
tight. They're
They
good
were.
vibes.
I'm pretty sure Mayhem was the only one who really like kind of stood up for Spoofs, and like that's what I heard anyway from Spoofs was that Mayhem
Yeah.
was the only one who even said
He's the one that had
anything.
their back. But
Yeah,
that's also because Mayhem knew. Like Mayhem definitely also knew that like he was in the clear. Like they knew how good Mayhem was. They're not gonna be like, oh, okay, you want to go too? Like they're not gonna say that because they know how like Mayhem's worth.
Yeah,
Mayhem's disgusting at this.
yeah. Like Mayhem's my boy, but like I always thought of him as like, yeah, he's an AM player. He's like whatever. He's a top AM. Like he's solid.
Yeah, no,
But
Mayhem's like good.
this year he came in and like he's one of the top players. And I'm like, yo, this is
Oh,
fucking
yeah, he's just
crazy.
going nuts.
This is
I
crazy.
hate this camera quality. I hate it.
Yo, just
Sucks.
fucking
I need to get a new camera, bro.
get that Logitech HD 1080.
Yeah,
That's
I
what
have
I'm
to.
rocking with. I think that's like what everybody has now, pretty much.
Yeah, everyone has like same one. Was it like $70, $60? Like,
Yeah, maybe not even.
yeah, nice.
All right, bro. Envy 100 Thieves. What y'all got?
Envy vs 100 Thieves? Oh,
Yeah.
Envy. I think
Envy.
Envy's still good.
Yeah.
And they're actually a team. Really, I mean, 100 Thieves is a team too, but like, I just think Envy is like just those guys.
Also, yo,
Yeah, their friends
I
are
don't
pretty
think
good.
Denial's gonna win a game.
They're
I
gonna
can't say
win.
that.
They're
Denial's
gonna win at
actually,
least. They're gonna win some
Denial's actually underrated as shit. Like
Yeah.
we actually, I'm pretty sure my team had a reverse swept, or yeah, we reverse swept them at the POQ. Like those guys can definitely put up a fight. Like I guess our series between them was the closest series we had to POQ.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, like those guys are good, man.
Well, didn't you already qualify at that point when you played them?
No, that was the third match.
Third match?
So that was an important. That was a really important match.
Yeah.
We were both 2-0.
Weird. I might be talking about my ass, but I don't know. I just don't. I don't see who they beat in the. Maybe E6. E6. I don't know what it is. I don't feel confident about them at all.
It just varies. Like they have Frosty, which is actually experienced like champion, but that guy has been getting so much better. You can just tell he just keeps getting better. Like he's adapting more from Halo to COD.
Yeah.
He's actually so good. And he's insane at shot punching, which is like a really underestimated trait in this scene. Like,
Oh,
if you're really
yo,
good at shot punching, it makes you like such a hard kill.
that's a note that I made here for Proto, yo. That guy has a
Shot punch.
nuts. His shot punch is fucking nutty. The sub
Shot
players that
punch.
can shot punch, like they're so fun to watch.
Yeah, no, my team is so bad at shot punching. Like the best shot punchers are main ICR, bro.
That's not a good thing.
Saul's our best shot puncher. And then it probably goes to like Dylan and then Devin. That's because it's the easiest shot punch with, because the hip fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dog is just the crosshairs a lot shorter, smaller. Get those off compared to if you hip fire with the Maddox. Sometimes you get some really BS hip fire Maddox shots and then you can't get the punch off and the guy's 5 HP and you lose full.
Yeah, I love that about this game. It's my favorite thing. Then we got Heretics Denial. I got Heretics.
That just comes out whoever's the most fire, bro. I can't really judge that one. I guess you could say Heretic.
Yeah.
Heretics feel like they're on top of the world, and both those teams have been getting good practice. They've been
Yeah.
playing like European teams, like European M teams, the whole time compared to like 100 Thieves and all those guys playing each other all the pros playing all the pros.
Yeah.
I think Fastball's team. I don't think they'll do. Uh, yeah, I don't think Fastball's team will do very well, just because like their practice leading up to this just wasn't good. I
You
guess
see,
they had a lot of problems in game, and like no pro teams will scrim them.
you see Robbie ending up in the league?
He's a sub, right, for Accelerate?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see him making his way in there?
Maybe not this year, maybe next year, depending how like how Robbie just develops as a player. I think Robbie sometimes plays like too slow online.
You
Compared
think
to
he,
like,
you think he gets nervous?
I don't think he gets nervous. I think he just plays slow. I don't know. Like Robbie's still good as fuck. I don't know. I just think he plays really slow.
Fuck. Yo, you know who I wanted to get on this podcast? I wanted to get Stumpf on this podcast.
I'd love
'Cause
to hear Stump's fucking
He has teams with like half the fucking pro league at this point.
man, I guess.
Like he teamed with Alec and Pristini.
That was tough.
Like it's fucking crazy how many players that guy has teamed with.
Bad team with that.
I actually want to say that Saul is one of your only, from what I know anyway, is Saul is one of your only.
Was that a team within the league?
Yeah.
It's it's definitely well, obviously Dylan too.
Yeah, yeah,
Priest, Exotic, John, and then that's it. So it was like
yeah,
four.
yeah.
Mayhem 5.
Oh, I didn't even know you teamed with Mayhem before.
Yeah, I teamed with Mayhem a few times. We were the duo in all of AW, and I got him to come back to COD and Black Ops 3 because he quit.
True.
He
And
loved playing basketball so much. I'm like, bro, put down the fucking ball. You're like 5'4", like just hop on the sticks. Like,
yeah,
nah,
I
bro.
don't
Like,
I
all
don't
right.
think there's a single Persian player in the NBA.
Nah, that's why, bro. I was like, nah, bro, it's a wrap. Like, you gotta put on the ball, bro, and pick up the sticks, man. Like, you're way too talented. Look at him now, making 6, 7 thousand, whatever he makes on fucking UIU. He's a pro player.
I mean,
Considered one of the best players.
I
You're welcome,
remember
man. I got you.
I remember, I think it was last season or 2 seasons ago. Pristini was doing like a fucking ask me anything on Twitter or whatever, and he asked who his favorite teammate ever was, and he said Mayhem. So I mean, he's got the juice from fucking other players, man. I know people love playing with Mayhem. A dude's
Bro, I love teaming with Mayhem, bro. Mayhem was all good vibes, man. He was a good player.
a dude's chill as fuck.
Yeah. He's probably a little stressed right now because I heard him getting a little snippy with his team before. But like that's just stress building up between like all the emotions that they've had on that team.
But I mean, it was
It's like
drama.
cause for no reason.
It was drama right away. Like,
Yeah, yeah. Leading up to it, just like, all right, guys. Well, I guess we got to scrim with Zinni now. Yeah, I'm not taking anything away from Zinni though. I think Zinni's pretty good.
yeah, I think like now
He's
it
good.
was obviously a good move. I feel like
I think they would have been better with Spoof, but
you
I
really
still
think
think,
you really think they would have been better with spoofs.
yeah, like one win better. To be honest, like those guys have the playing potential, bro. I just don't think Zinni baits at all. Like Spoofs would have baited more.
Hmm. So you think?
Like they had two people kind of just baiting everyone. Like Mayhem obviously baits.
Yeah.
Same.
Also, I think Mayhem has the best war machine in the league. I don't know what the fuck it is. People don't run flak jacket against Mayhem.
Yeah, because Mayhem has a tendency of going off, so he gets it immediately, so he takes it out immediately, so people don't have
Yeah,
flak jacket out yet, and then he just gets kills with it. That's all it is.
that's
Like
what
it
I've been.
just
He
when you
gets
get it
like he'll
immediately, you
start
gotta
8
use
and
it.
0. He'll start 8 and 0 and just pop it out, and people are like,
Oh
all
yeah,
right, I
no,
guess
that's
he's
what you gotta
got
do.
fucking.
Know me ready. No, it's like, yo, he's gonna have War Machine. Usually the War Machine player would call it when he's kind of close to War Machine. He's like, yo, guys, I'm close to the War Machine. Pull off flak.
All right,
And it's just like,
I
yeah,
know
this
what I'm
guy has
naming this on
12 kills in a
YouTube.
minute. So,
I know what I'm naming this on YouTube. It's the fucking Gas Mayhem show.
yep. I just literally, man, just tweeted about getting a fucking Omega racing chair.
All right, bro. He doesn't need a
But,
chair. He can sit right on my face.
all right, well,
I mean,
this podcast is out the window.
I mean, I mean,
That's
I don't mind
crazy.
talking. I'm just chilling. Nice. All right. What else you guys want to talk about?
I mean, we could go through the games, but like,
we don't need to do all that.
yeah, we don't need to do all that shit.
Yeah, we kind of just gave everyone our top
Yeah.
fours.
Yeah, yeah. So like when you see like, yeah, you see one team playing a team that we have lower than them. Yeah, we got them winning. But I think like, so how many games are a week?
How many games?
Yeah, there's like
I
14 or
don't
some shit, right?
Well,
It's four.
some-
Yeah, yeah. Anyway, I'm pretty sure. So there's 28 games that we've guessed. I'm pretty sure we've got like 3 right.
Yep.
Like
I mean,
in my
top 4 is solid.
Yeah, your
My top 4 is
solid.
solid.
Yeah, but like we didn't have you guys in
Actually,
the top 4
I
though.
mean,
Nobody
Everyone's like top 3 would be the exact same, just like it probably was for Division A. Actually,
Yeah.
no, Division A was a bit toss up just because like we came into that division like as big dogs because of how good we did at the PLQ. But like besides the fact like everyone probably expected Optic.
Yeah, I think it was Optic, LG, EG, and then pick your fourth between Red and Gen G.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure literally everybody had just the same
Yeah.
top 4.
Yeah, me
Like-
and Shaq had the same, but he had Gen G and I had Red. So yeah, that was fucking like I don't know. This has been the most entertaining when it comes to watching COD, and I want to say since Black Ops 2. I haven't enjoyed watching COD this much in a long fucking time.
I've always enjoyed watching COD, but that's probably because from a player's perspective, I just like watching it and learning. So.
Yeah.
World War II, I guess, was a snooze fest in a way. Like no one really liked watching it. All colors. The gameplay was good sometimes.
Yo,
Uh,
I can't see you being a coach, which is like crazy to me. Like I don't know why. I just like I'm like, yo, Ricky's a goofball. I just can't see you getting the team down and like watching VODs together.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I can do all that stuff. I like doing it.
That's
I mean,
crazy.
everyone listens to me and everyone has like respect for me on the team. So it's just like whenever I say something, everyone just like shuts up and just listens. And I know how to play the game like to a really good extent. And like if something like bad happens, like between like the vibes, like I can make everyone laugh, crack a joke. I don't know. Like when Mayhem said it like on the hot mic, he was like, "Who's the funniest player on your team?" Like, "Last be my coach, Ricky Atura." I'm like, "Nice." Of course.
You said mayhem. Who'd you mean?
Or, oh, boy, I meant Dylan.
Yeah,
That's what Dylan said
yeah.
about me. Like, oh
Confused
shit.
the fuck out of me.
Yep, my bad.
So after this year, do you see yourself going back to playing or trying to compete?
I don't know. I have no idea.
If some
It
if
just
some if
depends.
something opened up right now, would you play?
Um, my current situation. I mean, not really. I couldn't really do anything. Like, I think I was literally on like a top 3 AM team when I left.
Who are you playing with?
It was like me, Nox, Hells, and Invasion of Vivid. And like
Okay, yeah, yeah.
in like the last two 2Ks, we got fourth and second. So like we were obviously better than all the other AM teams. Like we lost to FaZe Black, and that's because those guys won every 2K. They
Yeah.
beat us both times, and those guys just play Penta East Coast. So those guys were just unfair to win
How
against.
much are you paying attention to the AM scene right now?
Me, I'm still kind of paying attention to it a little bit.
Who's your AM team?
Who's my AM team? To like win the circuit, to win the open event?
Yeah.
A good question. Probably T Dillon's team. If I'm being honest. No one on the
Pro-
team got picked up, and those guys got T4 at Vegas. I feel like they're just gonna come and just run everyone because they all stick together.
Probably who, sir?
T Dillon's team, Team Sween.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah, yeah,
Mm.
yeah, yeah.
I think those guys will come and just like win the event easily.
Yo, that's
The
fucked that
open
they
event.
didn't make it into the pro league. That is so
Oh
crazy.
yeah,
They
they're so
finished
good.
fifth, and like, I feel like they were like one map off of getting into T4, and fucking, that's nuts
Yeah.
to me.
Lenny Penn is too, but Lenny Penn is played so
Yeah,
early qualifier.
that's crazy because I love Dave. Like, Dave is one of the funniest fucking guys on Twitter.
He's a handsome fellow.
Yeah, and he's quite handsome.
Yep.
All right, this is actually something we were doing before, but like I feel like that's a little crazy to do. But we were just like going through teams and like seeing who has the most handsome team.
We did do that.
We did do
Midnight,
that.
right? Midnight probably is the most handsome.
I mean,
That's alright. Right, no shit. Got some handsome dudes on my team.
You definitely got some handsome dudes on your team too.
Bro. Bro. Who
I
do
know,
you think?
I know you guys got the best looking coach.
Holy shit.
All right, bro.
I don't remember who I said was the most
I,
handsome.
I gotta,
can't
I gotta
remember.
go. I gotta go look at it right now on the COD
Yeah,
website.
I actually do too. Dude, I gotta find. Leo, actually link me. Link me when you get.
Can
Oh,
you link
yeah,
it, chat?
some of these pictures.
Honestly, it might be 100 Thieves.
That's what I think. That's who I had. Who I had too.
Whoa.
Yeah,
All right, Joe.
I had a fucking stroke. Give me a second.
You're fine, bro. This.
All right. I just.
To be honest, EG, they have some
I mean,
handsome fellas.
I know EG is the most handsome guy in the league.
Hey, who's
Hands
that?
down. That's fucking Goonjar.
Wow, Goonjar's most handsome.
That's who I have as my most handsome.
I think I said.
I've had a man crush on him for years.
Oh yeah, bro. It has to be like between like EG and fucking.
Some of the pictures are rough, so it's hard to tell. Oh, fucking Gen G is really fucking handsome too.
Nah, bro. It's definitely EG or 100. I think it's EG, bro. Unfortunately,
I think they upgraded too with their they upgraded their handsomeness scale with their roster change.
Wait,
Word
who?
Thieves?
Yeah.
Man,
I mean
I'm not
that's
happy, man.
that's me saying some crazy shit. Like I feel bad like insulting Pharaoh like that, but like Priest is such a little cutie.
There you go. Podcast is definitely out the window now.
Mhm. I mean, App is still the GOAT.
App?
Yeah, that man is handsome as
Oh yeah,
fuck.
wait. Let's look again.
That is a silver fucking fox right there.
The big.
If you can rock like gray hair, like a little bit of salt and
Honestly,
pepper.
Envy doesn't have like. Envy has like a pretty good looking team. No
I
homo.
mean, you got Study Junior on the right.
Yeah, nah,
so
bro.
good.
Alright, yeah, no, there's no contest. It's EG, bro. To be honest.
Yeah. Bro, you know what's crazy? How much better looking players go, like, when they go from, like, playing to casting?
Yeah, because they care
Think
more
so?
about their looks.
Bro, Pac-Man is so fucking good looking now when that guy used to look, like,
He
busted
looks like a
down.
unit.
Yeah, and he's jacked. Fucking Nameless always has a fresh cut. Like, I just couldn't stop looking at his hair last time. And Meg has a huge crush on fucking Study. So, like, that, like, I don't know, Maven's bald as shit, and I still want to fucking,
I don't know how
I
old
want to
Maven was.
slap
I
his
guess
head.
Maven's 34.
Yeah,
I
that's
was
an
like,
old
wow.
man. That is an old man.
It's a grown man.
Yo, you see the shit with them giving each other, like, gifts, him and Merc?
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
That was the
Yeah,
funniest
I
shit
watched
I've
that
ever
before.
seen.
That was hilarious.
That was some good shit.
All right. What else you guys want to talk about?
I mean, we don't gotta force the conversation, but if anything comes up, naturally. But
Wow, it's already been an hour.
yeah, that's what it's like on this podcast. Yo, time flies by.
Time
And
fucking
I held
flies
the
by.
I don't know if you knew, I held the M podcast.
Yeah. That's well.
That
I
shit.
I messaged you about it. I was like, yo, how'd you do it? Because like I wanted to get this podcast going with this shit. I think we're gonna.
This layout's way better than the one I had. I didn't have a layout. We all just went on Skype and just talked. One thing was I was badass because we got like 500 viewers. You're having a blast.
Yeah, that's why. Yo, give me the juice. Give me the fucking juice, yo.
Feeding for the juice. That's not the move.
All right, let me know when you upload the video.
At word.
Oh wait, I forgot you tagged me.
Yeah, we're live streaming it right now. Which I mean, this is the most viewers we've ever had because we got Ricky in here. We got pro coach Ricky Atura.
Let's go with 7.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll upload it whenever. I gotta fucking figure out how to do this shit. Cause Shaq usually does it, but
I mean, figure it out.
yeah.
When the fuck is rank play coming out?
Yo, when the fuck is ranked play coming out? If Apex comes out at ranked before Call of Duty does, I think I'm gonna shoot myself in the foot.
I mean, they said mid-February. I mean,
Yeah,
definitely.
I think it might come out on the 19th. Like,
Actually, tweeting this shit right now is probably a bad idea.
how? Because we're coming to an end there.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean,
Going back.
yo, if there's some juice, we can get. We could just talk about some more bullshit for another hour.
I mean,
It's all good. We'll get you on another time too. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I don't mind.
I'll try and
They got
work out a
shows.
better. I'll try and work out a better layout too. Fucking
Hey, bro, have me back for after second week of Division.
after Division 2.
Yeah.
Word sounds good.
big facts, big facts.
I think I'm gonna end this shit though. I fuck with everybody for coming on. Ricky, thanks for being here, dude. You're a real one.
Much appreciated. Much
No
appreciated.
problem. You handsome.
Oh fuck, I'm
Like this
blushing.
gas?
What up?
You like that Supreme gas?
Yeah, that shit fucking tickles my insides. Yo,
Yeah.
next time you come on, I'm gonna link you a webcam. I'm gonna link you a mic, cause your mic is ass.
My mic?
Yeah, your mic is worse.
Yeah,
I think your mic's actually worse than your webcam.
Wow.
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah, I kind of just don't have the setup, man. I just gotta wait till I get paid, I guess.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you getting that pro league money, huh?
Yeah.
Alright. Everybody in the stream, I fuck with you guys. Peace out.